Hi, my name is Kevin Delamont, and I am a recovering introvert. Now, in my last video, I discussed the inner critic and talked a lot around that that's not our voice and that we need to step forward out of the shadows and into the light and start using our own voice for decision making. Well, us introverts, we are quiet, thoughtful people. We're very reflective. We spend a lot of time in our heads. And this can be a bit of an obstacle, especially when it comes to the inner critic stuff. But it can also be a power. Let me use as an example, let's say you're in a meeting and someone is the loudest person in the room and they are discussing a certain topic. Now usually when you're in the meeting, at least when I am, and I'm an introvert, I'm thinking about what I'm going to say next. And, I don't know if that's going to land, or should I say that? And by the time I'm done, the meeting's over, and I have not been heard. Now, instead, I want you to start exercising intention. Now, I plan my week, and I usually do it on Sunday, and I get all my ducks in a row, and all the things on my checklist, put out on the calendar and all that stuff. But there's also things that I add to my schedule, and one of them being intention, specific intention. If there's something that I am really struggling with in my life, I write an intention that's connected to it so that I step forward and am courageous and try to overcome it. Yes, this is repetition. It's not the exact thing. You're not going to get your goal achieved immediately. But just like in that meeting, if you set an intention to say, I'm going to blurt something out in the middle of the meeting. Now, when I say blurt, let me reframe that a little bit. When you're thinking in the meeting, quietly reflecting or just thinking about what you're going to say next, instead, wait for a second, take a deep breath, start listening to whatever the person is saying that's the loudest person in the room, and try to mine for words. Try to find something that you can name and call out, and maybe ask a question around it. Now, when you ask questions around something that's being posed to the group, this can actually position you as an expert. Now, you can also fall flat and everybody doesn't even get what you're saying, and then they move on to a different topic and whatever you said isn't heard. And that's a failure, but there's a lot to learn from that. What I'm asking you to do is start exercising the intention to speak up. You don't need to be the loudest person in the room, but the more you do this, the more you will have the experience in stepping forward out of the shadows and into the light. Next thing you know, it's going to start becoming a lot more easy, and you're going to start being heard. And that's what we're going for. As your coach, I want you to step out of the shadows into the light and be heard and be seen.